Welcome, dear Aries, to your tarot reading for the upcoming week, which will begin at the 22nd of September and will end at the 28th of September. First of all, I would like to explain a few general facts about the reading. The pattern I'm going to use is the so-called Celtic cross, which shows you the general energies for the week and prospects for the near future. This pattern also provides you with insights in your environment, your wishes and fears, your mindset, and the conscious and unconscious forces within you. The so-called court cards, Knight, Queen, Prince, and Princess, often refer to special people in your life and describe their traits of character. It is not important what gender these cards show. That means a knight could also be a woman in your life, and a queen might as well be a man. Since time is fluent, some events might already have happened, whereas other events might occur a bit later. That hopefully gives you an overlook on your current life situation and some advice on how to deal with it. Okay, dear Aries, now we are looking at your cards, and we will see how your first week of fall will be. The 22nd of September will be the first day of fall, and we will experience some change here. Okay. Now we can start. And we will see how your week will be. We have the main energies here. It's the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. Yeah, the 8 of Pentacles is generally a positive card, but with the 10 of Wands here, there might be a little problem because you are being in some process here, and that process is going on, and everything's fine with that, but there is some blockade here. There might be some person or some event that could slow things down a little bit. Maybe you wanna have some event. You're making an event outside and it's gonna rain or something like that. It's some simple example here. So it doesn't have to be something big, something that ruins everything. It's more like some little bummer here in your altogether good development here. So you shouldn't be too worried about that the process won't go on or will stop. But there might be some hiccups here. You've already had some disappointment in the past. There are the 5 of Cups. It's possible that you had some illusions and that you've now come to the you found the truth about something. So that could also be positive in a way. That means that you have less illusions now, and that you are more realistic now, and that the problems you might have had are not bothering you any longer, because you can see things clearer now. There's the 5 of Swords. So yeah, it looks for me like the altogether development is a bit endangered, or has been endangered. You have to fight against some people maybe who begrudge your success, or who don't want you to be successful. Maybe it's just the weather is bad or something, and you can't do whatever you initially wanted to do. So yeah, you were on a good way. You've been on a good way. You've been on a good way, and there are some unexpected obstacles here, and things aren't going quite well now, but the process is still ongoing. So you don't have to be afraid of failing. Maybe you are afraid, but the process is still ongoing. But there are some factors, some aspects here that aren't very favorable at the moment, and that might upset you. It's the Princess of Wands here. That could be yourself, because she is a fiery person, or she represents a fiery person who is who has quite a temper, who is quite impatient, who is wants to live, who wants to who's very adventurous. But the problematic side of that person is that she's very impatient, and she is the more impatient, the longer things last. And if there are some things, something happens that is slowing the process down, she's getting really, really impatient and angry. And so that could be you. So you're not too happy about how things are going down at the moment. And you wanted them to get faster. But someone or something is blocking you. You need to get rid of that influence here, whatever that could be, or whoever that could be. Could also be yourself. Maybe you're standing in your own way. Maybe you are your worst enemy. You have to find that out for yourself. But there is someone or something who tries to prevent you from doing something. You should find out who that is. Here's the Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely something that makes things a bit harder than they have to be. And you have to get rid of that. There is some influence, and it doesn't have to be a person. It also can be some event you couldn't expect, you couldn't reckon with. Now that changes everything. That changes your whole prospects here, and makes your plans as they were originally planned more unlikely. And you have to either get rid of that influence here, if you have the power to do so, and if you don't, you just have to quit. But if you can change whatever these 10 of Wands here represent, you can go on. But I think going or getting rid of those that influence here means of ending something, which you some old habit, or some friendship, or something you got used to. And that's whatever it is, it's preventing you from success here. So either the 10 of Swords mean that you have to get rid of some harmful influence first before things can go on, or if you just can't because it's some event that's above your power, you have to quit the whole thing here. Oh yeah, here's the 7 of Pentacles. So maybe you're afraid that you will have to quit. Or you already realized that you have to quit. So things aren't working too well right now. There is a process going on, but that process is endangered here from all sides. And that makes you really angry and frustrated, and there must be a way to get that problem solved here. So it could be some authority here, someone who says you can't do that. Maybe you were trying to start a business and things seemed quite clear, and you had your permits, and then someone's coming and saying you can't do that because something you couldn't know before. That's an example. Then you have the possibility to oppose and to try to prove that whatever they say is not true, or to find another way of doing whatever you want to do. And so you could solve that problem. But yeah, it really depends on how big that obstacle is. It could be a little thing and you could solve it, and it could be a bigger thing, and then you maybe have to accept the fact that you can't go on. Here's a Queen of Cups. Okay. Yeah. Maybe there's some person here around you who is very sensitive, and maybe you should ask her for advice, because it seems to me that it's a bit difficult for you at the moment, and there is maybe some understanding, loving person here who will give you comfort. Maybe you should look for that person. Maybe you should go to that person and tell them what you tell them about your worries here, because you are worried here, and you have a lot to deal with. And I think you need some comfort here, someone giving you new hope and courage. I think that's it. Or you are yourself like the Queen of Cups at the moment, because all those difficulties here make you a bit more sensitive and just a bit more sensitive than you usually are. And maybe you're easier to hurt than usual because you left a lot of energy here in that process. But it could also be both. So if the Queen of Cups is you, you should also go to someone who is understanding and can listen and gives you some comfort here on an emotional level. I think you might need that right now. And in some way you want to start from scratch. You want to start from the beginning. Maybe you should do that. Maybe you just started and there was some mistake right from the beginning, and you have to start all over again, and then things will work. So it's just some kind of mistrial. You just started, you were optimistic, and your plans were good and all that, but there was something you forgot, or something you couldn't think about, because it was a new effect that came afterwards, and it's not your fault at all. But it doesn't matter if it's your fault or not. There is some aspect that is messing up your whole plan here. So maybe you should start from the beginning, but maybe you don't. Yeah, you want to, or you think that would be a better option right now. But of course, you already did a lot of work, and that would be for nothing. And so, yeah, you have to think that through. And there are the Four of Cups. Yeah, maybe there's something that you should end. There's something coming to an end, maybe. I got the Ten of Swords here. So you want to end something. Maybe you already identified the problem. And that will be hard, because there are emotions involved. Maybe it's with the Queen of Cups here. Maybe maybe she is very important to you, or he, and it won't be very easy to get separated from that person. But in some way, you already know that there is no future with that person. If it's the Queen of Cups, it's also, like I said, possible you just need someone who listens to you. And if there is someone in your in your environment who is a good listener and is sensitive, and maybe also a bit experienced, wiser person, you should go to them and talk to them. But I think there's some kind of discord here. You are more fiery, impatient, and then there are those feelings, very strong, deep feelings, that doesn't seem very harmonic here for me at the moment. So there are some obstacles here. I think there's some kind of separation in front of you, some kind of cut you're gonna have to make, and that will stir up many emotions here, with you and or with the other side. Maybe you want to be free again, because you feel something here happening inside yourself, and you are blocked from the outside. Maybe it's your partner who's blocking you. Maybe it's at work. Maybe also your partner is helping you with that, and it's at work, and you have some boss here who tries to who is not very friendly with you, and who makes your day really hard. And maybe your partner is helping you with that, and he's telling you, quit your job, it's not good for you. You put too much effort into that, and you don't get any grade or any appreciation for that. And I think that's there is something that you should end right now, and you shouldn't wait too long, because it's tearing you down in some way. Yeah, you already made that experience, that disappointment. You know that already, so it's not a surprise for you what I just saying, I think. And if you decide, and I think you will, to end whatever that is, something that is not working anymore for you. Definitely, it's not working anymore. There will come out some strong feelings here. Some regrets, maybe, also nostalgia. Yeah, you will have to do some work here with coming to an end, with closing stuff and so on, until you can start from a scratch again, until you can start new. So yeah, that's maybe a bit hard now, but in the end it will be good, because you can be free again. You will feel yourself again and be yourself again, and then things will work much better than they are working now. That's what I think. Okay, that's it for now. And I hope that you can make any sense of that. And I'd also be glad if you left a comment or subscribe to my channel. I wish you a very lovely week. Goodbye und auf Wiedersehen.